Where's my music? Oh, there it is. Good morning. Hello. It is Thursday, August 12th at 11:11 a.m. It is now 11:12. 11:12 on August 12th. There you go. I'll take that. My name is Jenna. This is 11:11 with Jenna. Every day, every night, 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week. I'm sitting here or somewhere, walking, sitting, talking, eating, making, baking, creating something, but creating community and connection with you, the three of you that are here right now. Hello. And soon to be our guest, Michael Kiel, for today. And tonight, my friend Angela Costanzo is going to be on. I call her my friend, and I don't even really know her, but I know her brother so well that I feel like we're connected. And she's Italian. So, she's like little sister. Gorgeous, makeup artist, international stylist, super cool, super fun to have her on tonight. And then tomorrow morning, Armando Ortega will be here, and we talk pie and cake and ice cream and coffee and family, and he's my cousin, and we have fun. And tomorrow night is Display and Share, where you come on and it's like show and tell. But if you know Cher, tell her that you're going to be here. And then Saturday morning is One More Saturday Morning with Jeff Metzger, and Saturday night is One More Saturday Night with Gary Lambert, and Sunday morning, Alex Martinez will be here, and then Sunday night is Poetry Glam, if you're a poet and you know it, or if you don't know it. I know, but I should have that up right now, but I don't. Poetry Glam is Sunday night. Monday morning we meander. Monday night musical meditation. Tuesday morning tips and tapas and theatrical discussions with Patty Lohman, and Tuesday night, Dr. Andrew Rader, acupuncturist and hypnotherapist to the stars. Wednesday morning, we walk. Wednesday night, cookies, cocktails, and community right here on 11:11, and it just keeps going on and on and on from there. And then Thursday morning, now the second morning, Thursday in a row, ladies, and oh yeah, and if you're watching this, great, but if you're watching it on YouTube, thank you very much. Subscribe, and then you hear when another 11:11 gets uploaded onto YouTube. I know I'm not good at that part, but you know what I'm talking about. And I don't know who's here, but thank you for being here. And ladies and gentlemen, or lady and gentleman, or lady and lady, or gentleman and gentleman, or they, or whoever you are and however you identify, my friend Michael Kiel. And you're watching. Michael Kiel's watching. Michael Kiel's watching. Michael Kiel's watching. What's up, brother?
Me.
I know, thank you. We'll do a short show so you can get to sleep. How are you?
See a lot of people. I'm okay for just getting off work. I just got off work and literally walked in the door just before I got on. So I'm okay.
Now, when you're working, are you making food for yourself? Are you hanging out? Are you?
No, I either buy my lunch or bring my lunch from home. And about 3 o'clock is my lunchtime.
3 a.m. is lunch hour?
Yeah, 3 a.m. So that's about it. Usually I stop somewhere and get a cup of coffee to go to work with. And that's about it.
And what do you usually have for lunch?
Yeah, I really don't want to divulge that, but it's mostly fast food.
Okay. That's all right.
Sometimes I have stuff from home. But
so is it dinner time now?
um it's more or less snack time because I'm going to go right to sleep. pretty much. And when I wake up, I usually grab a sandwich or something like that. It depends on when I wake up. If I wake up around 2 in the afternoon, I'll have a sandwich. Uh, Yesterday, I didn't wake up until dinner time, so I had dinner.
So then when is dinner? Someone just called me.
Uh, about 5 or 6.
5 or 6 is dinner.
Yeah,
And are you
p.m.
barbecuing, smoking during the week, or is that mostly on the weekends?
I really don't have time during the week because I'm starting. If I don't stay on my sleep schedule, then things get really weird. So,
Got
yeah,
it.
I kind of save that till the weekend.
So do you not work on the weekends?
Right now, I got the weekends off, so
Oh, okay.
but
But you
that's
work a
subject to
regular
change.
Monday through Friday, or do you have, is
Yeah,
your weekend a Tuesday, Wednesday?
Monday through Friday, and that depends. Um, with the limited staff that we have, because of the hours that are allocated to my client, we only have so many nurses, and if one gets sick or one decides they want to go on vacation or something, then we'll swap days and so forth like that. So, um, but I have to stay on my schedule pretty much during the work week.
That's cool. And had you done caretaking before this?
Being home health, or
Yeah. Home health.
I did one other time. I was in the Bay Area and I had an AIDS patient, and I had to go and infuse them once a day, and that was kind of a mixed experience. Um, the client I got along with well, but his mother happened to be there, and unbeknownst to me, she was a LPN from back east, and she was questioning everything I did.
She knew more than you did.
Well, my license is higher, but
No, you know what I'm saying.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
and
cool.
that makes it not fun.
I'm looking at
Um,
something really quick. I'm caretaking my dog right now, and I don't know where she went.
yeah, how's she doing?
What are you doing? Come here. Well, she's doing okay, but she still has this sore on her foot, and it's not going away. And she's already had antibiotics and cortisone shot.
Yeah, I watched the show from last night, and I heard a lot about that. So, well, hopefully she gets better.
It's her paw. See
Ooh,
that?
that
See that
doesn't look
paw?
very good.
I know. So when I was a little girl, I remember going to the doctor, and they would give us a shot, and that was usually antibiotics. Like you have a cold, I have a cold, I had a sore throat, go to the doctor, ear infection, you'd get a shot. They give pills now.
Yeah.
Why don't we get shots anymore?
Um.
Because
Well,
because
probably
they don't make as much money.
probably since because we're so young that there's more options available now than there was then. I used to get shots all the time when I was a kid,
Right.
but well, for asthma, and um, I don't recall getting a lot of antibiotics. I wasn't really a sickly kid that way. Mine was mostly asthma, so I
I
was
had
usually
ear
getting
infections a lot, ear and throat.
yeah, yeah. A lot of kids won't take pills, so you get shots. That's the only way to get them to take them. Now we have all kinds of options. You got pills, you got shots, you got some liquid forms of some medications. Um, and if you can get the kid to swallow it, that's a lot easier than trying to give them a shot. Um,
So back to, I'm sorry, I knew what she was doing. She was licking on her sore, and I wanted to stop her, so that's why I moved. So you were taking care of this person, was in San Francisco when you were living in Berkeley?
yes,
Okay. And
yeah.
how long did you work with him?
It was about a month. I think it was about a month. And he ended up going back in the hospital, so that was it for that. And I was actually working for the same company I'm working for now, but um, the person on the home health side, I was working acute care then, and the person on the home health side asked me if I would do her a favor and do this one home health client. And I went, what the heck? I can use the extra money. So I did. But like I said, me and the patient had a great relationship. We talked and all this stuff. It was good. It was just his mom just kept running interference, and it's like, okay, I can understand that, but I do have a license. I'm competent what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't need you breathing down my neck every minute.
Yeah, see, Carl remembers. Yeah, now it's a pill for everything. So it must be just a big pharma thing where, whoa, you can get a lot more with pills. Hi, Mama Grace. My mom is on.
I'm
So
Mama Grace.
you're kind of a technological, geeky kind of guy too, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah.
What do
You see my stuff over here?
I saw it the other day and I wanted to comment on it and I didn't. So now I'm commenting because you also have the headphone, the headgear, and all that cool stuff.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
going on?
I have a boom mic too, and
Are you a gamer? Are you a creator? What do you do?
I play some games. I just like tech stuff, so I like playing with stuff. I'm also a ham radio operator, which is the reason why I bought that mixing board. But here in the trailer park, you can't put up big antennas and all that stuff, and I really don't have room to set up a amateur radio station here. So,
So tell us more about the ham radio part. That's interesting to me.
well, I've always been interested in ham radio, even as a kid, and that's why I started to get into electronics and stuff. I read books on it and all that stuff, but I never really got my license. And when I went in the Marine Corps, I went in on an open contract, and with my aptitude and everything, they stuck me in radio communications. So I learned more about radio that way. And when I got out of the Marine Corps, um, with all the other stuff going on, it was uh, my affinity for alcohol got to be too much. So I went to a rehab treatment place up in White City, Oregon.
How old were you?
28, 26, somewhere. I know, eons ago now. I've been sober 23 years now, so
Wow. Hold
so it was
on.
that long ago.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think I was going to make it 24 hours when I first got there, so that's quite a miracle.
How long were you in the rehab?
Uh, 3 months,
Wow.
and over the Christmas holiday season, so that was really tough. Um, but I made it through, and I did what they told me, and 23 years down the road, here I am.
And it works.
Oh yeah, it works if you work it. Um, but while I was there, they were saying that you need to find something to occupy the time that you'd normally be drinking. So I started looking for things to do, and I found out they had an amateur radio station there. So
Yeah.
the old guy that was running it said, "Well, we can teach you how to get your license, so you can do that." So uh, that's what I did, and I spent most of my spare time studying to get my license, and I finally got it, and then uh, I've been a ham operator since then.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you,
it's been kind of cool. I joined
yeah.
a local club when I was on the North Coast, um, and we worked, field days and different emergency training events and whatnot. I'm also a member of the local emergency group down here. So we get together about once a month and practice and go over the emergency plans and whatnot in case
Emergency
something
plan
happens.
for if there's
A disaster, local disaster, national disaster, whatever. We'll set up mobile communications. The power goes out, the dam breaks, fire gets too close to town, things like that. Um, we also monitor local races, bicycle races, foot races, things like that. Will be set up at certain checkpoints. And if somebody's missing, then we know we need to go looking for them. So yeah, it's been interesting. It's fun. Ham radio operators, great group of people. Um, give you the shirt off their back for the most part. I mean, real nice people. And then we
and
get
is it,
together.
do you have a lot of equipment? And
No, I don't.
you need less now because,
Well, I don't have any room to set up a station. I have some equipment, but like I said, I don't have the room to set it up. But yeah, I wish I did.
yeah,
Yeah, because I found out you could do things like talk to the space shuttle and talk to the space station as it goes over and
really.
things like that. Oh yeah, with the handheld. See, I don't have one handy, but the little walkie-talkies, you can use one of those and talk to the space shuttle.
Like they'll go, "Hey, where are you located?" And you're like, "Look down, I'm right here."
Yeah, they kind of know where you are, but they get a larger footprint of the Earth as they go over. But they kind of have an idea where you are.
I've
But
seen the space station twice floating. I've just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and all of a sudden, I saw other people looking up. I was at the beach one night walking home, and there were, like 10 people all going. I'm like, all right, it's got to be something cool. What's up there? And they're like, it's the space station. Look, and I was like, wow, it really was.
yeah, it's pretty bright.
It's bright and it's big.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I saw it. Let's see. I think it was a space station with the shuttle attached to it, and I was in Turlock, and I was watching it go over the university, and it was quite big and quite bright, and I was just that is cool.
That's cool. Yeah. It's super bright. Like it looked like a football field in the air.
Yeah, yeah. It's just especially if you have a dark sky, it's just super bright. Um, Another experience I had. I'm a space geek too. I was standing on the porch in Berkeley, and I knew the shuttle was coming in about 5 o'clock in the morning. And I don't remember if I worked an evening shift or night shift, but I got up to go see if I could see it. And sure enough, the initial um, deorbit burn path that when it first comes into the atmosphere was coming in over Northern California. And then he makes this big S turn, probably about Nevada, and then comes back around, back out to the Pacific, and then comes into Edwards. And it was one of the few times where they landed in California. And I watched that and heard the double sonic boom. And it was just like a little orange ball going through the sky. It was really cool. I don't know
That,
how many other people saw that, but I thought it was pretty neat.
when was that?
I think that was before the big fire. So it was about that time when I was in Berkeley.
Okay. I was up in Ukiah, up at the cabin, up at the ranch with my sisters Katie and Lisa and Peter. And it was one of the nights of the Leonoids, the
Hmm.
am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Leonoid. And we were getting ready to go watch them. And as we put up big bales of hay and we brought out sleeping bags because we were going to stay out and just, after you see like 300 of them, you're like, okay, do we keep, sort of like when you go to the Grand Canyon. You're
Right.
like, you either hike in or you enjoy it for an hour or two and then you go, all right, do you guys want to get something to eat? We're here. But because it's so incredible, it's so mind bending that it's hard to keep going in a way. So we were ready. It was probably 8, 7:15, 8 o'clock in that time period, and all of a sudden, it this fireball flew past us, whoosh, and we all fell to the ground. We just, I mean, I'm like four adults, but I go, did you guys that really happened, right? We're like, yeah, we were not high or we're not tripping or we're not this it was like being in a movie and this whoosh right over our heads.
Yeah.
It
It's a
was.
close meter.
We don't know where it landed or it landed somewhere, but it yeah, it was a trip.
Well, a lot of meteors will skip off the atmosphere and they'll look like they're close.
This one
And
was close. This
but
could have
but if it lands, you'd probably hear an explosion somewhere if it's close to
we
you.
something, but we don't know where we heard it at. And then the next day, of course, that area up in Ukiah up in the hills, it's very secretive because that's where, that's part of the original Emerald Triangle. So people don't really, hey, guess what happened in my yard last night? No
Yeah.
one talk about what happens in their yard. Now they're like bragging about it and selling it to everybody. But um, anyway, yeah, it's a trip.
Yep.
Would you want to be one of those people? No, we weren't high at all. I swear, Alex, we weren't. But we had to check. We were like, yeah, no, you're straight. Yeah. We hadn't even had wine yet. We were going to prepare our food. Um, you and Alex and Michael both grew up in Berkeley. And he's on Sunday morning, so I'm always connecting people, and I'm sure you know some of the same people too. But what did you like to do in high school? What were you like in high school?
Sports. I was a jock, and I was a band geek.
So you played in the band and you played football or no?
Yep, and I caught hell for it.
How did you do that?
How did I play in the band in sports?
Yeah.
Well, up until my varsity year, it was easy because junior varsity, the varsity played on Friday, and the band played for the varsity games. So all the other time, I'd just play, and then we'd have our concerts and stuff like that, and we performed for the big games. My senior year, see what happened. My senior year, I had to concentrate on football if I wanted to play football, so we did that. Um, but it wasn't that hard, really. I was also on the crew team, and I went out for the wrestling team, and I was a manager for the track team.
How fun.
So I carried all the equipment out and made sure they had the block set up and stuff like that for the runners and the hurdles, and carried the pole vault poles out, and basically just a gopher. But I also dabbled in doing some training. The guys would like pull a muscle or something, running or hurdling or whatever. Um, I'd take them in and rub them down and try and work the knots out of their muscles so they can at least walk home. So that was kind of cool.
What year did you graduate?
74.
Alex was just asking, and I told him B Town, and then I knew I thought it was 75, 74, 75. Um, so did you go to school? Did you go to class?
Uh, Sometimes.
I bet you got bored in class.
Uh, some classes.
Too smart. Too smart. So ham radio guy. So I'm telling you this right now, and you too, Alex. I'm putting it out there right now. September 30th will be the 1000th show. And I am inviting, and it'll be an 11 a.m. till after midnight of that evening through 11 p.m. So I'm always asking people to come on and hang out with me on the show. So pick your hour, Michael. I would like if you can make it in that time period. Can you? Yeah, you can. If you want. And then on November 24th, it's a 24-hour show. At least we're going to try to do that. Good morning, Jeff Metzger. So we got a lot of California. This show's a heavy California day, West Coast day. We're West Coast and Southwest Coast right now. Hello, Jeff. We have Southern. Hey, there she is. Oakland, California. Melanie.
Melanie.
Hey, 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 hey. Melanie and Michael and Jeff and Alex and Mama Grace. Oh, and Carl Hess. And somebody else is here. I don't know who you are, though, but hi. So, what kind of sandwiches do you make?
Mostly bologna, whatever's in the fridge. Bologna, turkey, chicken. I'm not particular.
When you're smoking, are you doing like the ribs and the whole thing? Do you do like...
Let's see. Yeah, some ribs. I want to try a brisket, but the Weber that I have, I think is a little small for that. So I'm trying to get the offset smoker up and going. I stripped it down and did a massive cleaning on it now to reassemble it and get it seasoned so I can start smoking more stuff. But yeah, I've done a pork butt, which comes out really good, and ribs. That's pretty much it for the most part. I've done pork chops. Uh,
And are you the sides guy? Who makes the
you-
sides?
Usually the wife does.
And the wife, what sides does she like to make?
Oh, you name it. She's
Yeah.
Irish, so
She makes the maybe potato
all
salad.
kinds of mostly rabbit food.
Rabbit food. Come on, Lillian. Lillian heard you say rabbit. She's like, rabbit. Yeah. Have you ever made a pork belly?
No, I would like to do that sometime.
What is in a Dagwood sandwich? A Dagwood's everything, right? Is that
I think
ham?
so.
Bump, bump, bump,
I
bump.
don't know, I'd have to look it up. I
You
don't know. Between the East Coast and the Midwest and the West Coast, they have this different names for the same sandwich, so I can never keep them straight.
Every single person on this show right now is California based. Actually, every single person. If Carl's still here, not. Mama Grace, you're California based, but everybody on here is California. One,
Yay, Kelly.
8-11. See, you can't go 8-11 with Jenna. Kind of. You'd have to go 8-11 with Jenna. And when are we going to hear you play your instrument that you played in high school?
I'm gonna pick that thing up in 10 years at least.
Maybe on September 30th or November 24th.
Yeah, no.
That gives you some time. There are other people that have been inquiring about this same thing.
I don't know. We'll see.
Do you remember the Outpost in Berkeley? My friend Alex just said, so Space Geek from Berkeley, you remember the Outpost? What's the Outpost?
Oh, the Federation Outpost.
Is that
Yes,
up on the up in North Berkeley?
it's on the Ave, but it's before you get to the Ave. It's like a block before Dwight Way, just before Dwight Way.
What was it? Tell me.
Federation Outpost. It was like a Star Trek geek store, basically. You can get anything Star Trek there and all kinds of stuff. It was
That's why
cool.
I didn't know about it. I That stuff sort of went over me.
Mm.
Star Trek store, yeah. Yeah. Only in Berkeley would there be a Star Trek store. Ellen Hoffman, huge Star Trek. Yeah, lots of Star Trek Trekkies on the show. One of these days, maybe for the next when the next shutdown happens, I'll watch Star Trek. What's your opinion on what's happening right now?
In which,
In the state of this COVID stuff?
eh, I don't know. I've been kind of avoiding going to the Bay Area because it's still so restrictive there. It's loosened up a lot here, but I don't think we have the higher incidence of infections or reinfections going on here as there are over there.
You do have a nice mask.
Yeah, she made that.
It's a cool mask. Did she
Yeah,
make more than one?
yeah. We got a
You,
couple Marine Corps themed ones, and then she's got a couple of other ones that she's made with just regular pattern stuff. I even had one of my guys out of my old platoon request one, so I packed it up and sent it to him.
oh, cool.
Yeah, so yeah, it's gone over well, but it's not that she did that for that purpose, but it just happened to have an extra one.
Good. Tell her I said hello. Are you going to Yosemite next week?
That's the plan. So I have to nail a couple of things tomorrow. I have to call and make a reservation, so hopefully I get it, and then we'll be all set.
They're only allowing in so many per
Yeah,
day.
you have to make a reservation 7 days in advance, and they only allow so many people in, and then but when you get your reservation, it's good for 3 days. So yeah, we're just going up for a day trip. So
That's about what, hour and a half plus, maybe?
yeah, about an hour and a half from here.
Cool. So
Yeah.
we won't see you next Thursday then.
Uh, don't know.
All right. Well,
Depends on how the week goes.
I hope that you're on your way to Yosemite, or you'll be
Well,
in Yosemite at that
we're
time.
planning on going up on Saturday, so
Okay.
I might have time. I might be able to come on.
Well, if you want to. I don't want to take any more of your time now. I know it's early and late for you, but I really appreciate you taking the time, and now I know you're a ham radio operator too. Huh.
Yeah,
And plays an instrument. Hmm. Hmm. Next week maybe we'll hear more.
yeah, sure.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you,
I appreciate it very much.
Melanie. We're gonna have to hook up.
Come on. We'll have an 11:11 hookup in the Bay Area cuz Alex is now on the East Coast, but we'll hang out here until it happens. That's what I say. Hang
Yep,
out here and it'll happen.
yep.
Yep. All right,
You're gonna
man.
have to have you're gonna have to have an 11:11 from Merced or Fresno.
Okay. Yeah, well, Julie's there and like I said, it's all the way up and down the coast right now. What's happening right here. And then
Yeah,
I'll be up north of all of y'all, and then you can all come up to the ranch.
here we go.
Yeah,
Wide open spaces outdoors.
yeah. We can socially distance out on the in the horse area. Oh, there's my alarm. Sorry, everybody. I get to rehearse today with David Lom because we have two concerts on Saturday, which I'm really excited about. That I'll probably go live during the first one. Yeah, the first one, for sure. So, you ready to go, Lillian? Want to go see Nana Grace? Where's Nana? Oh, my poor little girl with her paw. I soak it in Epsom salts a couple times a day.
That help?
I don't know because it's still swollen, but she licks on it too, which doesn't help, or does help because that's how animals take care of themselves. But
Yeah,
are you an animal guy?
I like animals, which is the reason why I don't have any. I believe that animals should have space to that they can move around and whatnot,
Yeah.
and I just don't have the space here.
If you did, what would you want? What would you have?
A dog.
A dog. What kind of dog?
I don't know. Well, they only allow small dogs here in the mobile home park, but
Yay
I
for,
wouldn't mind a medium-sized dog.
yay for small dogs with the biggest heart, like Lily and Pearl. Want to go see
Yeah,
Nana?
but I'm afraid they'd have more energy than I do to keep up with them. So
You can always rescue a senior dog.
that's true.
They just want love.
Yeah.
They just like love and a little bit of sunshine and lots of laps.
Well, I don't know. In my workplace, I got a few dogs, and that pretty much takes care of my
Yeah, how many
need to
dogs are
be.
there right now?
There's, I think there's five.
So new dogs have come on the scene then.
No, we just lost one. Maybe there's four.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
okay.
because we just
Yeah,
lost one.
recently. Yeah, super recently.
Yeah.
We were talking about.
So
Yeah.
that part I don't do well. So that's another reason why I don't have any
Oh, it's
animals.
the worst, dude. It's the worst.
Yeah.
We're not even gonna go there, right, Lily and Pearl? Because she's gonna be here. We might just die together, like
Well,
in about
that's
40 plus years, something like that.
there you go. Live a good life.
Yep. Live a good life so you can have a great death. That's how I work with my death coaching people. I say I want you to I help you live a good life so you can have a great death.
Yeah.
I'm all about it. And that's what's part of my other company that I'm starting with my friend Mare, that we are going to include you in the conversation soon. It's called We Care Beyond, and we want you to be a part of our conversation, Michael. So,
Mm, okay.
in the rest of your, you can fit it into your busy life.
Well, if it wasn't be busy, I'd probably die.
Yeah, well, stay busy then.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it's
And
been working for my dad.
what'd you do for your dad?
No, it's been working for my dad. He's 87 now.
Is he really?
Yeah, he is busy.
What does he do?
Well, he was a carpenter and he's retired twice and he's still going.
That's great. Is he in
So
Berkeley?
he's in Oakland.
Well, next time I'm in Oakland, I want to meet your dad.
Well, next time I'm there, I'll introduce you to
Yeah,
him.
make it
When I
happen.
first met you, I asked him if he knew about you. He said no. He says, "Oh, you're missing it."
See? Now for sure it has to happen.
Yeah.
Right, Lil? All right. It's the
Yeah.
best.
He's the one that got me into jazz.
Would he take you to shows?
No, but Saturday morning was like clean up the house day, house cleaning day, and he put on like Wes Montgomery and um, Jimmy Smith and
Oh, wow.
just all those guys,
That,
and that's what we would listen to while we're cleaning the house.
that'll get you to clean the house, right?
Oh yeah,
Put on some Jimmy Smith and just go to town,
yeah, it was a far cry from Iron Butterfly,
right?
which was my favorite at the time.
I can get into some Iron Butterfly, but Jimmy Smith, I think I might listen to some Jimmy Smith today while I'm doing a little cleaning. But I have to go. I get to go to rehearse with David Lom, so that'll be my my music for about 4 hours. You want to
Yeah.
go? You can come with me. Want to go? All right, she's ready to go.
All
You go.
right, I better let you go.
No, I'm letting you go because
All right, fine.
could stay here all day and chat with you. But if we can't do it next Thursday, we'll do it the next Thursday if you're available.
Okay,
All right?
sounds good.
Keep you posted. Stay safe.
You too.
Oh, may I have a letter, please?
Uh, thinking Z. Is it Z?
Z.
Z?
Z.
You
Z.
think of some words to go with Z? Z?
Z. I'm just thinking how I get at words. I only know like 7 or 8.
Okay.
Oh, Michael Kiel, why would you pick a word like that? Oh, I don't mean a word, I mean a letter. As a matter of fact, I hope that all of you have a beautiful day. You stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice. I hope that you have zany thoughts, because zany can be so fun. And I hope that you all have a zest for life, and you don't take too much strife or make it either. And I know I do too. I love the way we do what we do. I love what you do. I honor what you do. And I know that you have a zest for life. So keep your heart zooming. Everybody's grooving. Everybody's having a real good time. Thank you, Michael Kiel. See you next time. Whenever the head is, it's always a gift. Have a good sleep. Have a good time. Say hello to all you know. I love to rhyme.
Thank you.
Z. Z is the letter for the day. And tonight, who knows what it's going to be? But Angela Costanza will be here, and I'm excited to see her too. Z. There are a lot more letters than I thought, or words that I thought. Hey, Patty Loman, there she is. Patty, big party on Sunday. Big old party, like 40 other people are coming. Just kidding.
Patty was cracking me up last night.
Funny. She's so funny. She's so funny. Sorry you're late. Yeah, because we're hanging up now, girl. You'll have to go back and watch the rerun. All right. See you later, Patty. I'll see you in a second, Lillian Pearl. In my heart all the time. Whew. I need to go turn the air conditioning on. I bet you do too. Is it going to be another scorcher there today?
It's gonna be 100.
100.
Well, they always say 100. It's usually 104.
Right. Right.
So
Okay. Thank you. Oh, have a good day. You too, Alex. Yeah, you and Alex, definitely. Well, we'll have a 510 party.
there we
415
go.
and then a 510. What did I just get? I just got a phone call from Amazon.
Your packages arrived.
No, actually, it's something different than that. I was confused. And there's my alarm. I'm out of here.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. See you, Michael.
Bye.
Thanks very much. Hey, you guys. Love hard. Real hard. Lillian, stop. She's looking at that.